tested that, put those 5 drops in and stayed clear like that, we know we need chlorine. Okay.
And how often should you do this?
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Right.
Okay.
That's our chlorine test. Our next one is our pH.
Okay.
For 2.
So 2 is the pH.
We're going to fill the big vial to the top line.
Okay. Same way, elbow.
Okay. We're going to dump it out to the top line.
Okay.
All right. This one we're going to add 1 drop of number 4.
Number 4. Okay.
We're going to add 2 drops. And we're not going to consider this accurate anymore.
Okay.
But it tells us on, I think it's on the bottom of, well, I know it tells it in the book. If your chlorine reading is above 3.0, and we were,
right,
you don't even want to do these other tests.
Okay.
Because the chlorine level's so high, though,
that the other tests are going to get skewed. Okay.
Our computer system will analyze it. It'll work there. But you can't do it with this test.
All right.
Okay. All right, so we fill the big vial to the top line.
Okay.
We add 2 drops of number 4 if we're above 1.5, but not above 3.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
If we're below 1.5, then we would just add 1 drop.
Okay.
All number 4 is a chlorine neutralizer.
Gotcha.
When we've got this much chlorine in here, like we were just checking a while ago, no amount of neutralizer will take that out of the water. There's just way too much in there.
Okay.
So 1 drop if you're below 1.5, 2 drops if you're above 1.5, but not above 3.
And what does too much chlorine in the water do?
I mean, it might burn your eyes.
Okay.
Your clothes may be more susceptible
to like
falling apart. It's just like bleach.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And then rashes and stuff like that too, probably.
If you're allergic to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so 1 or 2 drops of number 4.
Okay.
Then 5 drops of number 2. This is all still our pH test.
Okay.
You just be careful with the red and the blue that you don't. That's why I set the vial back in the box. We don't want to get those on the deck because it will stain.
Okay.
Okay. And then a cap on there.
Okay.
We're going to mix that good.
Okay.
And then with our white background again in the shade, we're going to compare the color of our water sample to our color chart again.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
now
we're darker than our. We're darker or as dark as our 8.2.
Okay.
Okay. So that tells us right there we still need to add acid.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to.
We want to get it down to ideal, which is down there.
7.2 to 7.6 is ideal.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how much acid to add? Do you know the gallons to the pool?
I think Alan and Ernie had figured it out that it was like 4,800. Does that sound right? Or
I would guess at about 10,000 gallons.
10,000. Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's go by that. Let's go by 10,000 gallons. We don't know for sure.
Okay.
But I'll tell you a good way to check it. Length times width, average length times average width times average depth.
Okay.
Times 7.5.
Times 7.5?
That'll give you the gallons.
So length times width times average depth times 7.5 will give you the gallons. Okay.
Average length, average width, average depth.
Okay. All right. Because at the average, at the deepest it's 5 feet.
Yeah.
And then it's like 3 feet there, 3 feet there, and then it goes
5
up.
feet to, what is it, 3?
Yeah.
Figure 4 feet.
Okay. All right.
As an average.
Okay.
And say you're 20 foot long there.
Which is about right.
And maybe only like 10 here, but maybe 15 there. So figure maybe 13.
13. Okay. So.
Length times width times average depth times 7.5.
Okay.
Okay, so we put our drops in.